representative to ever file an amendment to stop giving Democrats chairmanships. I don't know if you know that happens here in Texas. Republicans beg for your vote. We try to get the majority. And then we get down in Austin, and then we give chairmanships away to the Democrats. We give powerful positions away to them, and I filed the amendment to stop that practice. You see, these Democrats are the same ones that want to not protect our border. They want open borders. They don't want election integrity. That's the reason they broke quorum and went to D.C. They don't fight for religious liberty. They opposed me on my amendments. And also, they're the ones that are trying to perpetuate the gender modification of children, this barbaric practice. See, my opponent has tried to claim that I somehow voted against that. And unfortunately, my opponent either doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's intentionally misleading you, and neither one qualifies him for this position. You see, I fought for that issue more than anybody in session. I filed 7 amendments to stop the barbaric practice of gender modification. The other 149 members of the Texas House filed 0. Then, when it got to the third session on this bill, HB 25, to keep boys out of girls' high school sports, at the same time I had filed a bill to keep boys out of girls' high school sports and college sports, but House leadership would only pick up the one for high school sports. So let me inform some people what happens in the Texas House in procedure. See, he's hoping you don't understand the procedure. So we vote for bills and against bills on second and third reading. You can check the record. I voted for the bill on second and third reading, was a co-author of the bill. On second reading, I got an amendment on that defined biological sex. It was a definition based on God's law and nature's law. It was profound. I got more attaboys from other House members on that amendment than the audit amendment I got on the elections. We got it on, and then the Senate decided to take it out. So when the Senate, the bill came back, the vote is on concurring with Senate amendments. You can read that in the title of the link he shares, concurring with Senate amendments. If 150 House members vote against that, if they vote no, the bill doesn't die. It goes to conference committee. And then it's hashed out in a conference committee with Senate members. So that vote is not a no vote on the bill. That was a principled vote. I believe there's 2 genders. My opponent has never come out and said that. But I believe there's 2 genders. And there was a chance to fight and stand on our biblical values, and I did it. And I voted no on concurring. You see, I fought time after time on the House floor. And yes, I voted against the Speaker of the House who didn't have an opponent. Why? Because he ran to the Democrats to get support to become Speaker. Folks, we are not going to save Texas by catering to the Democrats and making sure they have chairmanships. So, one thing I have learned, you can either make your district happy or you can make Austin happy. I chose you. I had people in Austin upset with me, and they sounded a lot like my opponent. I didn't care then, and I don't care now. I'm endorsed by all the grassroots organizations in Texas, Grassroots America, We the People, East Texas for Liberty, every Second Amendment group, name it. I mean, all the grassroots groups are endorsing me. I'm the only candidate that has pledged to file the amendment for no Democrat chairman and vote for it. I'm the only candidate in this race that has pledged to file the ban on gender modification of children and vote for it. I'm Bryan Slaton. I'd be honored to serve you again in the Texas House, and I will keep fighting you if you put me in the job. Thank you.